hey guys. Hi, it is Brent Abel, WebTennis.com, and I want to do a follow-up on this week's episode of What's the Right Shot? And yeah, we kind of changed this up where I showed you the entire point and asked you, what's the one thing in your mind that stood out? And what I want to do today is kind of go through what I see in your comments were those things. Number one is this transitional volley that I play after my serve. And everyone's saying, geez, it's such a great shot. And, I appreciate that. But, the reality is that we're never going to really be able to go all the way from the service line, up in here to the ideal court position up at net without having to play a shot inside the transitional area, or, affectionately known as no man's land. So you just got to split step early, and then you got to use that split step so that you get to create the spacing, that distance away from the path of the incoming ball, so that you can go ahead and play your volley. And so that's what I've done here. Went through the split step, created the spacing for what is really a pretty standard backhand volley. I mean, it's maybe knee height, waist height, somewhere in there. Now, thing number two was, a lot of comments about our beloved Clifford, who does not improve his court position after a good return of serve. And if this is you, you got to make sure that you move up inside to the middle of the service box, because if you do that now, you're positioning up at net for me with this backhand volley. You've really pinched off the middle. I don't have that as an option. It's a much tougher shot for this transitional volley if you've moved up out of this position. So that's thing number two. And now I want you to look at, this is much more of a reactionary volley for me. I mean, gosh, Brian just crushes a backhand in the middle. Really a great shot. All I'm trying to do is shove it back and maintain court position. And that court position means that my partner Guy, he's closer to the net because the ball's directly in front of him. And since yours truly is cross court from the ball, I need to be positioned a little bit deeper so that I can help cover a really deep lob over a Guy. I mean, if a lob is going to be somewhere in here, yeah, that's going to be Guy's responsibility to take it. But a super deep lob, I'm going to go ahead and help out my partner take it. So for this moment, I've got about 3/4 of the court to cover, and that's fine. That's cool. I've got to cover the real deep lob. I've got to look for a ball here in the middle, and I've got to look for something out wide here. Now, what happens is Brian ends up playing a topspin lob. And, the reality here is that the topspin lob, it looks fantastic. If you make it that few times you make it, it's great. But it's very, very tough to control. And as we know, that this one goes out. So what I would rather see is, rather than going for the topspin lob, is that, let me back this up even more. So, boy, this is slow. Let's go here. Sorry. So I've now made that forehand volley, and I'm telling you, right from here, I mean, this is a look where Brian could stop his racket right here, not take it into a high backswing. And from here, there's a lot of shots he could play. He could play another drive here. He could, if he wanted to, play a little chip, soft and low, cross court down to my feet, and play that as an approach shot. But more realistically, here's the opportunity to simply play a slightly underspin controlled volley deep to the corner and get in. So, that's kind of I guess the third thing, maybe it's the fourth thing I saw or I think that you guys saw, that I'd like to point out, is you don't always have to go for the topper lob. Just play a safe underspin lob, and you're going to be able to control it and then be able to play that as an approach shot and join your partner up at net. So guys, based on all that feedback right below the video, Let me know what's on your mind. As always, get out there today and make it another spectacular day.